Numbers. Chapter 12. Verse 1. Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses because of his Cushite wife. For he had married a Cushite. Verse 2. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? They asked. Hasn't he also spoken through us? And the Lord heard this. Verse 3. Now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. Verse 4. At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, come out to the tent of meeting. All three of you. So the three of them went out. Verse 5. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance to the tent and summoned Aaron and Miriam. When the two of them stepped forward. Verse 6. He said, listen to my words. When there is a prophet among you, I, the Lord, reveal myself to them in visions. I speak to them in dreams. Verse 7. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. Verse 8. With him I speak face to face, clearly and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Quote. Verse 9. The anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. Verse 10. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous. It became as white as snow. Aaron turned toward her and saw that she had a defiling skin disease. Verse 11. And he said to Moses, please, my Lord, I ask you not to hold against us the sin we have so foolishly committed. Verse 12. Do not let her be like a stillborn infant coming from its mother's womb with its flesh half eaten away. Verse 13. So Moses cried out to the Lord, please, God, heal her. Quote. Verse 14. The Lord replied to Moses, if her father had spit in her face, would she not have been in disgrace for 7 days? Confine her outside the camp for 7 days. After that she can be brought back. Verse 15. So Miriam was confined outside the camp for 7 days. And the people did not move on till she was brought back. Verse 16. After that, the people left Hazeroth and encamped in the desert of Paran.